morning, children. How are you all? I hope all are fine. Welcome back to online class. Do you know the mountain? And do you know the hill? So what is the height of the hill? What is the height of the mountain? Suppose we see the hill is height only 100 meters. The mountain height is 2000 meters like that there. I will show the one picture about the mountain. This is the picture of the mountain. How much height you have to see this is. So in our country there are so many mountains in the northern side. Today we are going to discuss about the northern mountains from class 4. These northern mountains are include Himalayas and the Karakoram mountain ranges. They have to stretch across the northern boundary of India. The Himalayan ranges are highest mountain ranges. So these mountain ranges throughout the year they have to covered with snow. The word Himalaya means the abode of snow. The abode of snow. The Himalayas consist of 3 parallel ranges. What are the 3 parallel ranges? The first one is the Greater Himalayas. Another name is Himadri. The second one is the Middle or Lesser Himalayas. Another name is Himachal. The third one is the Outer Himalayas. Another name is Shivalik. So these are the Himalayas. We have to consist 3 parallel ranges. In these Himalayas, several glaciers are formed. From these glaciers, some mountains are originate from here. So what is the meaning of glacier? A persistent body of dense ice which constantly moves under its own weight. It is a glacier. Some rivers are originate from these glaciers. For suppose to example, river Ganga, river Yamuna, these are the formed. And also here Mount Everest is there. This Mount Everest is highest peak in the Himalayas, not only Himalayas, in the world. It is located in Nepal. It is 8,850 meters. But nowadays it was, the height is something reduced because of global warming. Nowadays 8,848 meters. And one more peak is Kanchanjunga is there. Its height is 8,586 meters. The one more peak is Nanda Devi. It is 7,816 meters. These are all the prominent peaks in the Indian part of the Himalayas. We have to discuss one by one. The first one is the Greater Himalayas. These Greater Himalayas, being longest continuous mountain range, dominate a large section of the Himalayas. It has to occupy so much place. I will show where these are formed in the map. So here we have to see this first dotted line, the Greater Himalayas, the second one, the Lesser Himalayas, the third one, the Outer Himalayas. Here only these mountains are Kanchanjunga, Mount Everest, and some hill stations, all are there here. Then here to discuss about now, this is the occupied the large section of the Himalayas. Its total length is how much? 2,500 kilometers, its total length. It is between 150 kilometers and 400 kilometers wide. And it forms a natural boundary between India and China. It has occupied the natural boundary between India and China. Next one, it is the highest range with an average altitude of over 6,000 meters. It is the altitude means height. The average altitude of over 6,000 meters. The range always covered with snow. Always covered with snow throughout the year. Next, highest peaks above 8,000 meters like what we have discussed already, Mount Everest and Kanchanjunga are found here. Next, first man who climbed Everest, Tenzing Norgay and Edmund Hillary. These two persons in the world the first persons who climbed the Mount Everest. The first woman to climb Mount Everest was Bachendri Pal. So it is some parts about the greater Himalayas. Next, the middle or lesser Himalayas. This range is located between Himadri and Shivalik. This is between Himadri and Shivalik, this range is located. It extends from where to west to east with an average altitude of 3,700 to 4,500 meters. It have the average altitude of 3,700 to 4,500 meters and a width of about 80 kilometers only width. It has some beautiful valleys are there. What are the beautiful valleys in this range? The first one Chamba, Kullu and Kangra. These three are beautiful valleys in this range. Next one, some famous hill stations also there here. So hill stations name Shimla, Mussoorie, Nainital, Almora and Darjeeling. These are the hill stations. People who are living in the plains, they have to come and visit these hill stations. They have to escape the summer heat. They came and some days here stay. They have to escape the summer heat. Next one, some mountain passes. So what is the mountain pass means? A gap between two mountains. This is Rotang and Jojila. These two are the mountain passes. Next, this range has a thick forest are covered here with the pine, oak, devdar and fir trees are here grown. The last one is here the climate winters are cold and summers are cool and pleasant. Now comes to the third one. It is the Outer Himalayas. The another name is Shivalik. The name Shivalik is a Sanskrit word which literally means belonging to Lord Shiva. This word belongs to Sanskrit word. Next one, the Shivaliks are the lowest and the narrowest range in the entire Himalayan system. This entire Himalayan system, this is the lowest range and also narrowest range. It has an average height of about 900 to 1200 meters. It is the average height and width of about 10 to 50 kilometers. This is the width and this is the average height. The Shivalik and the Himachal ranges are separated by deep and narrow valleys. They are called duns. These two are separated. The Shivalik and the Himachal ranges. These two are separated by deep and narrow valleys. Valley means loya, narrow, loya, duns. Example Dehradun. It is one of the example for the duns. Here much of the land is used for growing crops. Which type of crops are grown here? Rice, potatoes and maize. These crops are grown in this range. So this is the end of the only half part. I will give homework, first question and second question and we will write and show. Then we will meet in the next class. Thank you.